Those residents of Newcastle in KwaZulu-Natal are facing blackouts, not because Eskom can't deliver, but because the municipality owes the parastatal over 200 million rand. Talks to find a solution to the crisis have been ongoing. Spamandla Gorge now joins us with the latest. Spa, we've got a lot of times when it comes to these kinds of issues, it appears as though one thing that remains quite true is the fact that there is a disconnect between community members and also what the municipality is going through. So the question then is, how far are these talks? Have the community members been communicated to? And was there even an expectation for them to pay?
Well, as we speak, there seems to be uncertainty in Newcastle. There is fear, there is chaos there, because we've spoken to some residents who have told us that as of now, they don't know what's happening. Let's just rewind a bit and remind our viewers that how we got here. Newcastle municipality owes Eskom more than 200 million rand. Now, this is a debt that has been accumulated since 2015. The municipality has made payment arrangements, but it has defaulted on those arrangements. Last week, I was in Newcastle. I interacted with committee members. They told us that they are scared because Eskom last week issued a final notice to the municipality saying enough is enough. You've been promising to pay. You have not been honoring your promises. Now we will be cutting electricity supply as of Monday, which is the 30th of September today. But as part of a time buying tactic, the municipality headed to the Pietermaritzburg High Court on Friday and applied for an interim court order to prevent Eskom from cutting the supply, and that interim court order was granted on Saturday, so which means today Eskom was unable to cut electricity supply because there is this interim court order, and now on the 3rd of October they will be back to court where they will be arguing, that is Eskom as well as Newcastle municipality. But residents of Newcastle are scared and there is uncertainty. Last week I interviewed the mayor of Newcastle, Dr. Ntutuko Mahlaba. He told me that they are trying to find a solution. I spoke to him earlier today. He says those negotiations are ongoing. Let's listen to what he told ENCA last week.
Eskom, we are meeting with a task team which is formed by COCTA, Provincial Treasury, the municipality, even the Office of the Premier, to make sure that we enter into a workable payment plan with Eskom. We are committed to that, and I can confirm that we have had positive engagements with them.
So come September 30, lights will not be cut in Newcastle?
Lights will not be cut because there is a commitment from all of us. There is support. We're working across the clock. This past 3 weeks we've been working on the Eskom issue. We are closer now to finalizing the final details of the payment plan, and I can assure you that lights will not be shut off.
Well, Spa, you're speaking about how residents are currently uncertain, but that's not the problem, is it? Because that uncertainty actually has got a way of turning into anger, and that anger has got a way of manifesting itself into protest action. So when it comes to the residents themselves, what exactly is going through their heads at the moment in time, and have any fears been alleviated as to maybe a solution being close to their power supply?
Well, indeed, some of them have been writing to Eskom privately. We have seen some emails and messages writing, inquiring from Eskom what will happen. Eskom said to them, listen, our client is the municipality. If you are buying the electricity from the municipality, you are a third party. We sell electricity to the municipality, and then they are the ones who are owing us more than 200 million. They will have to pay. It's a pity that you will suffer. But Newcastle has been plagued by shutdown protests, I think 2 weeks ago, and last week there were tensions in that city. It's a strategically located municipality in KwaZulu-Natal between Mpumalanga and Gauteng as well. It's a mining town. Some business people were telling us that they are concerned that if Eskom cuts the supply, then their businesses will suffer. Let's listen to what Dumnisi from the Newcastle Residents Interim Committee had to say about this.
It has become too expensive for Newcastle businesses to afford to run business on a regular basis. That's why you find that most of the businesses are retrenching, try and meet up with the utility bills. So at the rate that we are going at, most businesses will be shutting down in Newcastle, hoping that something happens quick before that happens, before this town becomes a ghost town.
Well, of course, so that brings in again the question of accountability and who gets to foot that bill and who actually does the accountability rest with. We'll bring you more updates regarding that story as it progresses. But